This creative exercise is a fun, nostalgic trip down memory lane and also a great visual activity to help us to explain color theory to our salons and even our guests. I find visuals to be super helpful in communicating our thoughts. All you need for this exercise is 3 colored pencils, red, yellow, and blue, a piece of paper, and a good old number 2 pencil. I'm starting off with a brown base for my center t-shirt to showcase the difference in vibrancy between having a blank canvas and one that is being applied to a natural or darker hair color. You can see that the shirt on the right is showing more of a red tone as opposed to the t-shirt in the middle that is reddish brown. This is a great example of level directly affecting our hair color. The shirt in the middle could be considered a level 6 and the blank shirt a level 10. Next, I wanted to show how density and choice of product could also affect the end result. As I continue to color in the red shirt with the same colored pencil, the color becomes more distinct and really starts to pop off of my canvas. This demonstrates that choosing the correct level and product will be a determining factor in your end result. On the left, we are overlaying a red tone on previously lightened hair. The same red colored pencil, when covering up a yellow t-shirt, is displaying much more of an orange tone and takes on a personality of its own. This displays how a red tone could take on a brighter vibe when applying over a warmer undertone. I think this makes clear that when applying a color to hair, assessing the original canvas is just as important as which tone and level that we choose. Speaking of choosing colors, we shift to a blue colored pencil so we can see what happens when we possibly choose the wrong option for neutralizing. Not only can you see the different effect the blue has on the yellow undertone, you can see that the t-shirt now looks green. As we know, 3 primary colors in equal parts creates a neutral, so this can easily be neutralized by adding our missing primary, red. As we overlay the red, you can see that when 3 primaries are mixed together, the t-shirt looks much more neutral than when it began. Another tool we could use is a pencil eraser. As we know from grammar school, they don't quite erase as well as we wish they did. This is a good analogy as to how hair lightener works. When we remove pigment, it doesn't always allow us to just completely erase our original canvas. Furthermore, the more we erase, the more of a chance we have in creating a tear in the paper. Just like when we use lightener over and over, we tend to rough up the texture of the hair. This final piece is just a fun exercise that I wanted to include. Listening to music and coloring in pictures is a nice way I like to de-stress and declutter my mind. I sketched up a tree and added some butterflies, balloons, and of course, Paul Mitchell shampoo. The challenge here is that you can only use red, yellow, and blue to personalize the image. I'm choosing to use my color theory to create a literal approach of what this tree could look like. I like to leave it up to everyone in the class as to how they want their tree to look. This form of creative color theory is just one option and can easily be expanded on in more detail as we head into salons or if a guest has a specific question about their hair type, why maybe they can't get their hair to a color that they'd like it to be, or what are the steps that are in between where they're at now and where they're looking to go. I find the more we communicate, the more we can show visuals, the more our guests and our salons will understand and be less frustrated so that they can control and have the looks that they want and desire. Here is the finished example of what my tree looks like. I'll leave a blank image of this on my Instagram story. I'd love for you to take a pic of it, print it out, and share it with me, and let me know what your tree looks like.